Hello and welcome back. Today we are going to start making the penny car. For this project, make sure you review the instructions for dimensions in case they have been updated. Let's get started. So just like all of our other projects, we're going to go up here to create and a document. Let's name this your class period and penny car and your name. Create public document. We're going to get this going kind of in a similar way to some other things. One of the things to point out with this project, though, is we're actually going to only make half of the vehicle because we have to do some complicated things to that. And then we're going to mirror it. So we're going to make half of it and then copy it to itself as a mirror image. It's going to make the process a lot faster. You don't have to duplicate the exact same commands on both sides. So as we get going here, you'll see what I mean by that. So sketch is our first option. And we're going to do on the top plane because we want to have this sitting on the ground. And we're going to do a rectangle tool. And again, just like normal, just drop something and we're going to tell it how big to be. Now, looking at our instructions, we have that the width of the vehicle can't be more than 1.5 inches wide. Because we're only doing half of the vehicle and we're mirroring it, so half of 1.5 is 0.75. So 0.75 for this. And our length is no more than 2.5. So we'll max it out. We want to try to maximize our cargo. So 2.5 for this. So we have a rectangular shape and we are done with the two-dimensional sketch. We'll make isometric and we're going to extrude this shape. And the height you guys have some flexibility with. For my example here, I'll probably just do 1.5 inches. And don't worry that it looks extra narrow and tall. It's because it's only half as wide as it's going to be. All right, so that's done. Now we're going to do a couple things. We need to have somewhere for axles to go on this vehicle. To do that, we're going to do a couple things. We need to have the wheels in here, but remember our max width of our vehicle is 1.5 inches. So that includes wheels. So we can't have the wheels stick on the outside of this if we want to maximize our cargo. So we're going to cut in wheel wells to this shape. So we're going to use the sketch tool and we're going to choose this face. And I'm going to use the circle, center point circle. And it's really important that when you draw this, you don't start it on one of these lines because we need somewhere for the axles to go. So we're going to start it up a little bit and just draw something here. And we'll do the same over here. Don't worry about the exact size and placement yet. Just make sure it's not touching those lines. Now, you need to have a little bit of ground clearance. You need at least over 1/8 of an inch of ground clearance. So we want to kind of plan that in. You have lots of flexibility about what you do here. For this example, I'm going to make 1 inch wheel wells. So 1 inch. And I'm going to do the same with this one. And I want to position these now because right now they're not in the same locations symmetrically to each other. I think I'm going to want to do that. So I'm going to select the center point and the outside edge. And let's just make this some sort of standard dimension. 0.55 is probably good. I want to leave a little bit of a gap between the edge. And we'll do the same over here if we want to make it symmetrical. It doesn't have to be symmetrical, but I'm choosing to do that. The other thing is, so to fix a point in space, we need to do, the X direction. We also have to do the Y direction. So we're going to do center point to the bottom. And let's just make this 0.125. That's 1/8 of an inch. That's going to look pretty good. And same thing over here. I'll bring it up here, 0.125. Okay, so those are symmetrically placed, identical size circles. And we're going to use this sketch twice. So right now I'm going to click the green check. And we can see it's kind of ghosted out gray. We haven't done anything with it. It's showing up over here. It's still dark. But the sketch we did before is grayed out because it's called consuming it. We can turn it back on to see it if we need to do something else. And we're going to be doing that with this sketch 2 here. So we're going to go isometric mode just to see what we're doing. And I'll zoom in here a little bit. we're going to do extrude, and the first thing I'm going to do here is click on the circle and this circle. The order you do this doesn't really matter. Then we're going to click remove, and we can't go that far, but I'm going to want to go in 1/4 of an inch. I'll hit enter, and that's going to look pretty good. So 1/4 of an inch, I'll green check that. And you notice that our sketch 2 grayed out, but we can click this to show it again. So we want to do something else. We want to put in some holes for the axle. So we're going to show this, and we've got the ghosted out circles with the dots for the centers still in here again. So I'm going to click on the right face so we can work with this. I'm going to use the hole command. We're going to click over here, and we're hole on what? These 2 center points. And the size I'm going to do for this hole, and it says this in the instructions, if you're running a paperclip through a body, the hole we're going to do is 0.08. So green check on that. And I can now go back to the sketch 2 and hide the visibility just so it's not kind of annoying when we're looking at it. So right now you can see that I have a half of a car that has wheel wells and axle holes. Now this is the cool thing we're going to do next. I'm going to switch to isometric mode. What we want to do now is make this a full width vehicle. So we're going to use this tool up here called mirror. And it's asking us for a couple things. What entity do you want to mirror? Well, click on your shape because that's what we want to mirror. And then the next thing is mirror plane. And we're going to roll over here to the back and click on this face that has nothing on it. And then we've got this whole thing here, green check and isometric. And we have now a full width vehicle. We didn't have to do those commands for the axle holes and wheel wells twice because we just mirrored half the vehicle. Highly recommend doing it that way. Now, the other thing is, with this, we have to make a hollowed out box using the shell command, but we want to finish all of our commands first, and otherwise they can get cut out or the shell will do some weird things. So at this point is the point where we're going to use shell. We do have to do one more thing for our names, but we're going to do shell and clicking on the top. And the standard 0.1 is good. If we look down inside here, you can see that, hey, it's shelled down to the wheel wells and the axle holes. So those are kind of protected by a layer of plastic, which is perfect. We can load up our cargo of pennies in here, and this will work out well. So I'll say that's good, green check. And isometric again. The last thing you have to do on this is put your name on it. I have to have this on here for giving you back your stuff. We need to make sure we can get these to you. So sketch, we'll pick this face. I'll rotate to that face. And we're using the text tool again, like you've done for some other projects. Again, do a box, but inside the lines. Don't touch the lines, otherwise you'll have trouble moving it again. We'll make it bold and just something really simple. So like 1A. If you have just a first name that's unique in your class period, then you could use that. The purpose of this is just to get it back to you. Again, just like the last project, the name's really big at first, but we're going to fix that up. So dimension tool, we'll pick this top line. We know our vehicle is 2.5, so maybe 2.25. And then we'll start kicking this back up. So top line to the top of the box, maybe 0.25. And we'll kick this over here too. I don't know, maybe 0.2. That might be too much. We'll see. A little bit too much. I'll turn the dimension tool off. Double click this, 0.15. Or maybe just 0.1. Anyway, yours is going to be different. It's going to be whatever looks good to you. I'm not terribly particular about how perfectly centered it is. But that's looking fine for these purposes. So we are going to green check this. We are going to do extrude, pick on the letters, choose remove, but we do not want to remove 1 inch because we don't want to go all the way through. We want to do 0.05 because the wall thickness is 0.1. And green check. And I'll isometric view that. And we have our letters carved in, but only carved in partway. The next thing we want to do, just like the other projects, is we're going to give this a color. Now, again, I have colors available. if I haven't updated you with a list of colors for this year, for this project, pick something for now. We can always edit it later. Once you select it, right click, edit appearance, and pick a color. For this project, I'll pick yellow. It will make our drawing stand out better, and we'll have wheels that are a different color, or they may be the same color, but for our drawing, they'll be a different color. So right now, that's good. We have this. We'll rename it. So any body or something similar. Now, the next thing is I have to make wheels that work for this. So let's make some wheels. Make a part studio. And we want to make our wheels so that they're oriented the way that they will fit on the vehicle with the least effort for the assembly. So we're going to do a sketch, and we're going to do a sketch on the right plane so that we can have them, oops, yep. And then click on right over here. I had this selected, but it didn't need to be. Okay, there we go. And we're going to do a circle. And again, just like the maglev vehicle project, you only need to make one wheel as long as they're all the same size for your vehicle, because you'll just bring in 4 copies of it. So make any size here, and then we're going to make it fit. Our wheel wells, remember, were 1 inch, so it has to be smaller than that. I'll do a 0.85. And one of the things to consider is, the diameter is 0.85, so the radius is 0.425, and we want to have ground clearance of at least 1/8 of an inch. So that should be plenty, even though our axles are, not at the very bottom of the vehicle, they're up a little bit. This should be cool for ground clearance. If you're going with super tiny tires, just make sure that you have designed something that fits and gives you the ground clearance required according to the instruction sheet. You're looking at that diagram of the cross section of the track for this. So that shape is good. I'm going to green check that. I'm going to go to isometric mode, and I'm going to extrude. Now, the width. If we look at our instructions say that the track grooves are 1/4 of an inch. Do not make wheels that are 1/4 of an inch, because they're going to get jammed. Instead, make them smaller. 1/8 of an inch is fine. You can type a fraction as 1/8, or it's 0.125. That will be plenty of room. You can make them a little bit wider. And just, you need to leave some room so that there's some play in the track. Otherwise, they can get jammed. And if we look at this, we have a solid shape here. And the last thing we need is a hole for the axle. So we can do the same thing we did before. We're going to turn Sketch 1 visibility back on, show Sketch 1. We're going to go over to here, and we're going to click hole. And this time, 0.18 is great for the hole through the body. We'll make it a little bit smaller for the wheel. This should work out well for having the paperclip hold the wheel to the body. 0.06 is probably good. Green check that. And then we're going to pick a different color for this, something that works well. It could be any kind of color. I'm probably going to just print batches of wheels of the same color as your body, but let's make it a different color for this project. So let's see, I have a yellow body. Here I'll do like a dark gray wheel, and green check. Okay, so I'm going to rename this one wheel. And we're going to go to our assembly. So on our assembly, we are going to insert. And we have a penny car body. I'm going to zoom out, and we have to bring in 4 copies of wheels, and just stick them kind of like roughly on the sides where you're going to use them. It'll just make your life easier later. And I'm done dropping parts, so I green check that. Now, for this purpose, normally in a normal year, I'd have you make axles and have them stick them on the axles and make them spaced from the vehicle and stuff. But we're going to just simplify this because we're having to do some stuff remotely this year. So we're going to use the tool we have used before called Fastened Mate. We are going to select the center point on these. So if you hover over them, it's kind of going to jump to the center point. And now, so I'm selecting that face. I want to roll around to this side of the vehicle, and I want to do the same thing on this axle hole. And I'm going to green check. And then we're going to keep doing this. The order doesn't matter what you select first. So I'm going to say, okay, I'll select this. Oops, I have to turn the tool back on though. So here we go, tool. And a opposing face. Don't worry that it jumps around in space, that's okay. And green check. And I'm going to do the same over here. I've got 2 more to do. So center point. Don't worry, stuff will be fine. And last one, I can start with this side. So fasten mate and green check. Okay, this is a very basic vehicle. It does work for our purposes. It has wheels that are kind of stuck into place. They are right up against the body. When you assemble these in reality, you'll leave some play there so that it can move down the track and not get jammed. Right now, the space between these wheels on the insides is exactly 1 inch, so that's a little bit tight for the track. But when you leave a little bit of a gap, it'll work out great for the project. So there we go. I'm going to do the drawing in another video, but that is the penny car.